Welcome to Seeing This. Today we have a bonus episode where we are doing a friendship movie draft. I'm the movie Mamba, Michael Ornelas, the Feisty Picey, Erica McMullen, the Gerber baby-faced assassin, Adrian Cedeno, all on the call and ready to draft. Friends.
Y'all ready for this?
How many of us have them? Yeah, me and Adrian are on the same song, but yeah. So today we are following up our movie review of Friendship, which tune into that episode if you haven't already. Lots of surprises in that one. But for this bonus episode, we're inspired to do a movie draft, one of our fan favorites, Adrian's favorite as well. I think it's all of our favorites. It's fun. To do friendship movies that deal with friendship. And we have some fun categories that we're going to be drafting from. Number 1, childhood friendships, movies about childhood friendships. Unexpected friendships, movies where maybe characters didn't like each other at the beginning. Just unconventional, unexpected friendships. Road trip friendships. Tearjerker friendships, friendship movies that make you sad. Erica's like, where do I begin? Yeah. Squad friendships, so friendships that deal with 3 or more people. And then, of course, the wonderful wild card where we can go any direction with friendship. I raised the first question I've asked in the past because I think some of these movies are going to overlap with other drafts we've done. Are we drafting movies that have been drafted in other episodes? Adrian, what do you think?
We try not to, right? We try not to. Nobody has.
I know we're trying not to, but we've had a lot of drafts, so I don't remember all of the movies.
I'll just say Shrek's off the table, okay, Erica?
Yeah. Shrek's off.
Fucking fake as hell.
You can give a shout out to Shrek right now if you like.
Shout out to Shrek and Donkey, the best fucking friendship in movie history.
Just want to get that out there right now.
Yeah, there you go. It's like a sneeze. You got to get it out for this draft. So
it's so sad because Shrek is literally very at the bottom, and I have a question mark because I'm like, maybe.
There's hope. I'll eliminate one of my movies too, just to play it fair, because there's a movie I was thinking about for Tearjerker, but I'm pretty sure that I already drafted it.
I'm gonna tell you, no, we're not gonna get. I think I know what you're talking about. No.
What? We can't draft it, or we can't remove it?
We should be able to draft it.
Okay.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I'm not fucking cool with you taking that one off.
Even if you don't get it. Or is that the one? That's your number one you're going for. I see. Well, listen, you're playing with fire. Now we know your strategy.
I know I am.
There might be
other, like literally the other ones that I have. I think I got you guys cleared. Like, I really don't think we're gonna overlap this one. I think this is gonna be a really good one for us.
Let's go to the Wheel of Cinema to see who's gonna be drafting in what order. Erica, spoiler alert, didn't get to go first on our drafting stock because of reasons you'll have to tune in for that episode. But here we have our wheel. Drafting.
Erica.
Drafting
Erica,
first.
Erica.
Not
Erica.
today. Adrian, there he is. Going first, my friend. Okay.
Now I want to go third.
I know. Let's see what we get as the wheel spins. Erica second. Erica. Well, you'll get your movie unless Adrian takes it. All right, so we have our draft order. Adrian's first.
I think Adrian's gonna pick it.
Erica is second, and then I am going third. So we are all clear on the categories. Do we have any questions before we start? Maybe if there's a repeat movie, we can have a trial on the spot in the judgment. We'll see.
I'll
Adrian,
fucking end you.
Adrian, first pick. Where are you going?
I'm just gonna go down the list because I really don't have a strategy on this one. So we're gonna go childhood friendships, and I'm gonna take Stand By Me.
Okay,
elaborate.
Yeah, it's great. It's wonderful.
Well, elaborate. Sell the movie. You get like people haven't seen it. There's a podcast. You want to, elaborate a little bit.
So for those who haven't seen the movie that came out in the 80s, It's about four kids that want to go see a dead body. And so they go on this journey to go see a dead body. Along this journey, which I assume crosses hundreds of miles on their walk, because they go through all these experiences and just see um, each other's character and the trials and tribulations that each one has to go through, the lifestyle they live, and all these things. And then they're all friends at the end of it and have to accomplish this goal together. It's wonderful. It's a great, great childhood movie.
It's a bit of those childhood movies. It's a bit on the heavier side. You know, there's a few of those movies that came out around that time that dealt with kids, and this one really delves into like kids, their personalities, their experiences, their vulnerabilities. So great pick. Childhood friendship off the board with Stand By Me. Erica, go ahead. Let's see.
So I'm gonna take the tearjerker category. Yes, we have talked about this movie before. This is this is the only reason why I feel like it should be drafted again, because you can't have a friendship draft without having this movie in somebody's list. And I'm gonna go with my
I
girl,
already have it typed in. Yeah.
Veda and
So,
Thomas. You
so
know,
didn't
their
we
little
take that
friend.
one before? Was that not one on the list that we said we're
So
trying
that's
not to?
this
And
is
I just threatened Michael with his life that I will
I
fly up there and suffocate him.
You know, I
If
almost
he
want to
takes
expose the spoiler from the friendship movie review to say you should be punished in these kind of situations. But listen,
You
listen.
already punished me by making me go first and answering all your questions.
Spoiler alert. All right, so listen, I'll allow
Is
it
this
because it's fun.
episode coming out after?
Yes, right after. Listen, I'll allow it just because you need all the help you can get, and you want to. Let's, for the record, say you're drafting a movie that's been drafted before. That's all. And if that's fine, and they agree, because listen, this is one of the first movies I thought of. To be honest, like I thought of My Girl as the number one tearjerker
Yeah.
movie. But you just have to wear it with honor that you're drafting a movie that's been picked already. Okay, my turn for a pick. You know, I think I mentioned this on the previous episode. I like to do these drafts to expose people to new movies. You know, it's not about winning. And every now and then we get a fan, a follower that'll reach out and say, "Hey, I appreciate you taking that underappreciated movie."
It's true. We see you and we love you.
We appreciate all of our listeners, our
Are we
fans, our
able to
viewers.
like name them?
Well, I don't know if they're.
We
You
shouldn't
can.
have favorites. It's like picking a favorite child. We love
It's.
everybody.
I'll
We
say
love
Well, we
this.
should
everybody who
have friends of the show. We should have friends of the show. Eventually, we want to bring them in to like, hey, phone call. Hey, let's go to the phones. Ray
Hey,
2, D2, let's see what's up. What's good?
there it
Yeah.
is. Giving a shout out. But as Adrian said, we're gonna open up a love line call-in channel.
Yeah.
Throw it
He's
back.
like coming up with all these ideas, and Michael's like, fuck, I got a lot of work to do.
I'm already editing enough. No, we want to expand. We want anything movie related. I'm about it. I'm not a hard sell. I'm gonna take Squad. Okay, I'm gonna take Squad. Uh, and it qualifies for other categories, but I'm taking The Sandlot and Squad.
Solid pick. I had that on my list for sure.
You know, this could have been childhood also, but I think I think because there's so
I like it
many of
as
them,
a squad pick
it's
for
very
sure.
much represents a squad of kids that are on a team, a baseball team. Again, it came out, its anniversary is coming up in July, so I think maybe that's one we can cover a bit more in depth. Because when you think of a baseball movie, you think of The Sandlot. You think of childhood friendship, you often think of The Sandlot. You think of Squad, you think of The Sandlot. So my first pick, I'm going The Sandlot.
That's
Erica,
a good pick.
I think Erica, you mentioned you're a big Benny the Jet fan, right?
Oh yeah, that was like my first childhood crush. Like everybody my age had a crush on him.
Were you someone that had posters up of boys in your room? Was that a thing? No, your dad wouldn't allow that, or you did. You weren't into it.
No, that just men were not the center of my universe.
What kind of posters did you have? What were
I didn't.
nothing?
I think maybe like when I got into like high school, I had no, I had an Aragorn poster.
Is that Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, Lord of the Rings, and then I had Captain Jack Sparrow poster.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
it. I didn't
Movies.
really
Respect. Movies.
I had a
Adrian?
lot of like I had a lot of pictures and like of my friends and stuff on
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
my wall and everything, but
That's fair. Adrian, did you have any posters? Any models you want to shout out? Any?
Girls, no. I was not allowed to
Oh,
have girls on my wall. You're tripping. I was raised in a house full of girls.
okay.
So it was like
Yeah.
all respect. Yeah, I was raised by my mom and my sister, so no. Uh,
I was. Yeah.
not
Fair.
my style.
Fair.
I had
I was.
cars.
That's fair. Yeah. That it checks out after seeing your garage. Yeah, it checks out.
which cracks me up about us talking about the Sandlot because Olive Small's like his whole bedroom is like science stuff.
Kinetics.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like brilliant, but he's like, I want to play baseball.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a great movie.
I
I'm
bet you get
looking
straight
forward.
A's and shit, huh?
I love that movie. I've been squints for Halloween before. Like,
Been Squints.
yeah.
Wow.
My clothes are going out of style.
How
That's
old were you
funny.
for that
I'd been
one?
Wendy Peppercorn for Halloween too. I know.
Wait, you guys are gonna have to send me those pictures if you have them, so I could
That's
put.
so funny that you asked how old I was because this is like 2 years ago.
Shit, that's funny.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Hollywood Theater in Portland. If anyone's in the Pacific Northwest in the Portland area, June 14th, they are showing The Sandlot at 3 p.m. at
Nice.
Hollywood Theater. So go check it out. I think with these anniversaries, a lot of theaters will probably be, there's a lot more of that happening now, which I fucking love. So keep an eye out for The Sandlot. Okay, my next pick. That was a long first round. Um, I,
Typical Michael.
hey, listen, all of us were included in the first round there. I am going to go with there's just so many good ones, guys. There's just so many good ones. I think I have to I have to do it. I have to take the other movie that's comparable to Stand By Me. That is very much a childhood friendship movie. I'll get my squad and childhood gone. And I'm gonna go with the Goonies.
Fucker.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The Goonies and Stand By Me both filmed up here in the Pacific Northwest. The Goonies famously filmed up in, I think, Astoria and
That's
Cannon
another
Beach.
anniversary that's coming up, right? I think,
That's
weren't you the
correct.
one who sent us the thing that a bunch of people are going to Astoria for the
Yeah,
40th anniversary?
they're having a big 40th anniversary at Astoria. I don't have the date specifically. Hopefully, I can look it up and I'll plug it into the edit.
Shout out to Sugar Bear. That is his hometown. My friend Mark, his hometown is Astoria.
Shout out,
So,
Mark. Have you've been up there? Have you ever been?
yeah. When
Yeah,
I was younger, though.
super cool. The beaches are beautiful here on Oregon and Washington coast, but it's fucking cold and windy
Love
most of
the
the time.
Pan-Dub.
But yeah, this movie is classic. Again, if you think of a childhood friendship, you get a bunch of kids going on adventures, different ages. You got Josh Brolin as the bigger kid, kind of looking out after all of them. You got what's his name? Sloth. Hey, you
Sid.
guys.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
No,
I don't
no,
know
not
his name.
Sid the
That's
Sloth. Yeah,
Sid the
yeah, yeah,
Sloth.
Sloth.
Yeah.
No, different
Um,
movie. Yeah,
no, I showed this movie to my students that I used to work with, like all international students. So like all of them from Asian countries, like had never seen The Goonies, like had
nice.
never seen this movie. So I like got a couple of them and I sat them down. and was like, watch this movie with me. Like you guys will really like it. They ended up loving it. But throughout the movie, I was like, okay, do you know who that is? And I like pointed to Josh Brolin and they're like, no, I don't know who this is. I was like, that's Thanos. And they're like, what?
Sure.
They were
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
baffled. And I was like, see that guy? I was like, that's Samwise Gamgee. And they're like, no way. So
Yeah.
it's like really cool to see how they grew up into their different roles and in movie and film and stuff. So
And where their careers took them 100%. That's the beauty of
yeah.
Hollywood and cinema, and like sticking with an actor for a while and like see their growth. Hopefully some of our stock pays off in the same way.
Yeah.
Erica, it's your draft choice. Number 2, round 2. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go unexpected friendships.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit you guys with the ET.
E.T. I like it.
Yeah. really, I mean, obviously, like classic freaking movie, uh, great little storyline, like definitely the first, not, I wouldn't say the first of its time is like sci-fi wise, but like definitely like a great unique story, super fun cast. We see little baby Drew Barrymore in that, like her debut. Obviously, like we'll always recommend this movie to anybody who has time to watch it. It's just really great writing, really good filmmaking. Love the movie.
It still holds up. I watched it probably
Yeah.
last year, and I remember as a kid not necessarily being afraid of ET, but definitely felt like, oh, this is different. Like
That motherfucker could be real.
but it's like a weird family film in classic Steven Spielberg fashion that like has very dark themes and like moments and scenes in it that like stick with
Yeah.
you. And I think that's what makes it a great movie. Awesome. So that's ET. Adrian, you are up for your pick.
Okay, so what we got childhood and then unexpected is the next one? Unexpected friends?
If you're going in that order, yeah, you're
I mean, that's
unexpected.
kind of what I'm trying to go for. Okay, so I got to do this for my daughter, and we're
Here we
gonna
go.
go. We're gonna go with Unexpected Friends. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. This is gonna be
Good
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. The Jim Carrey Grinch. That's one of her
Although that
favorites.
has been drafted before, since if
That
people
has
want to give
been
me
drafted
attitude about my
before. Let's
shit,
yeah,
I don't
it has.
know. I mean, I could have
the
gone.
Christmas draft.
Our
I could have
Christmas,
gone
our
Life of
first draft.
Pi. Life of Pi. I
You
feel like
drafted
we've
that
drafted that
too. You
too.
drafted
Yeah,
that
yeah.
too. Yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
anyways,
Go ahead.
I'm sticking with it.
No,
Sure,
I like it.
sure.
That's a good choice.
Unexpected friendship, The Grinch, and what's her name? Mary Lou. What's her
Cindy
name?
Lou Who.
Cindy Lou. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Eric, Adrian, you have another pick. You've taken childhood and unexpected. Stand by Me. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Road trip.
Road Trip is next.
We'll
Let's see. He's
go
gonna pick another movie we drafted.
The
Go ahead.
Hangover.
The Hangover. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good road trip movie. Everybody loves going to Vegas. That's perfect. Right? That's the whole point of the movie is
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
take a road trip to Vegas.
I'm just thinking if we've drafted it. But go ahead.
Have we?
I don't know. I feel like because I take the clips, I visualize like having a placard
I
that I
feel like it
put
was
up, and I
honorable
never.
mention.
That's fine. Go
We
ahead.
have quite a few
So
honorable mentions.
the Hangovers, the first one is the only like real
Road
epic
trip one. Yeah.
road trip one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, fair
Homeboy
enough.
gets stuck on the roof in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you reference it all the time now when you go to Vegas, which word on the street, Vegas is on the decline. Empty hotels. They're having a hard time. So maybe you can find a good deal if you want to go to Vegas. I
You
feel like
know,
you're in Vegas for work all the time.
yeah, I am. My son's talking about next year's birthday. He'll be 21. We're going to go
There
to
we go.
Vegas, and I'm trying to talk him into Laughlin instead.
Bro, you can't do that to him on his 21st birthday. He's turning 21,
Bro.
not 61.
Yeah, but he ain't rich. He's broke. I said, if you lose your ass in the first day or the first 10 minutes, like there's nothing else for you to do in Vegas. At least if you lose your ass in Laughlin, you could go get in the water. You could get on a boat, you know? He's just like, nah, dad, I want to party.
Yeah,
I
Dad, you're
guess.
being old.
Right,
It's
right,
21, it's Vegas,
right.
it's a whole thing. Okay, Erica, you're up next.
I don't even think I remembered a lot for my 21st birthday in Vegas.
See? And that's how it should be.
My whole family was there though too, so that's like another thing. I think I'm gonna go with squad friendship.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have to do this for like my 90s babies, like my 2000s girls. Uh,
Are you sure?
Wait, hold on. I think I'm gonna change it. I lied. I'm gonna change it.
This
For
isn't for
squad,
the 90s girlies and the 80s babies.
you know what? I might still take it in a different category because it does qualify for another one. But what I am going to do is for squad friendships, um, I'm gonna take one of the OG squads and I'm gonna take Mean Girls.
Good one. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
So it's more of like frenemies kind of thing. But that's like so typical high school friendships, like where you're like your friends one day, your enemies the next. you're dating someone's ex-boyfriend. It's all, you know, all in the family kind of thing. So I'm gonna take that for squad friendships.
Have you dated someone's ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend or either way?
Like of my friends?
Yeah.
No. I wouldn't do
You
that.
just said it so matter-of-factly, like, you know how it goes.
I've had it happen to me.
Ooh.
I've had it happen to me where I had a friend of mine who dated my ex.
You want to talk about it? We could talk about it.
No. Like it's
What
we're
was his
way past
name?
that. Like the
Okay,
crazy
yeah.
thing is though, is like I was dating another person at the time, so it like really didn't matter.
Sure.
There ended up being drama like about it like way later, but I had no problem with it. We weren't together anymore.
Sure. Way to be
Yeah.
the bigger person. My
Like
turn.
it was years ago. Like what? Like who
Yeah, I
cares?
mean, could have thrown some shade. Okay, so I'm up. I took Sandlot and the Goonies. I'm on a hot streak here. I
Fuck you. I wanted that for my squad friendship so bad.
Yeah. Well, listen, we let you have my girl. So, um, okay. I think like there's certain ones I want to call for certain categories that I know you're not going to take my unexpected. I'm not worried about that. So that means I've got road trip.
Well, I already have unexpected.
Oh, you both do already, actually. Yeah, so I could wait on
Yeah.
that. So tearjerker. You know what? Oh yeah, baby, I'm gonna win this draft. Okay. I can't express how sad of a cartoon this is. Um, it's it's so heavy and fucked up, and also an allegory to, like we were talking about Fantastic Planet. It's an allegory of animals to people and how relationships devolve because of outside factors. The movie I'm talking about is Disney's Fox and the
Oh,
Hound
you're
for
such a jerk
my
face.
tearjerker.
You're such a jerk
I have
face.
that on my list.
I dare any millennial to go back, or a lot of people our age obviously have kids. Has Aleha watched this?
No, she has not.
No. Yeah, dude, that's devastating. Devastating
I didn't
movie
want to cry in
about.
front of her, so I didn't put it on her.
That's fair. That's fair. Super effective movie on like friendships and how it's natural for us to be friends and love each other, but outside forces and influences fuck that all up and make us enemies. Incredibly beautiful, relevant, sad. Fox and the Hound. I'm taking that for tearjerker. Next. I'm just crushing this one, guys. I don't know. I know I said I wasn't going to try to win, but at this rate. So I might as well just get it out of the way and take my unexpected. This is a movie that I didn't mention in our previous episode for what we watched this week because I wanted to draft it and I knew you guys wouldn't. And I know you guys haven't seen it, but for anyone that has, they know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm going unexpected friendship and I'm going RRR. This film came out,
Been
I believe.
drafted already,
Really?
but it's
When?
okay.
Yeah, it
When?
has.
I drafted this?
Mhm.
When?
Yeah, you did, motherfucker.
What draft?
Go back and look at your
Um,
archives. I guarantee you
the,
drafted it.
it was the Valentine's Day draft.
And I was like, oh, this is gonna fail. Like this is your excuse for why you lose.
You know what, motherfuckers? I'm just going to give
Get
fine.
fucked.
I don't want it. You know what? I just wanted to give it a shout out because I watched it this weekend at the theater
What
at
the
Hollywood.
fuck?
Best movie going experience, unique movie going experience. Fine. I won't draft it. I don't need it. I'm not like you guys. Okay. I'm going to take it off my board. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn this next movie sideways and stick it
Yeah,
up
you're
your ass.
such a baby.
Next. So,
You're such an
sorry, not
Aquarius.
next. Okay, so see, but we've taken a lot of movies on my list. Okay, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm gonna go road trip. And I'm actually gonna go
Look
with.
at here. Let me pause you real quick, okay? I know that we want people to see other movies and stuff like that. Like I know that that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we're drafting movies that we haven't drafted before. There are some movies that are just so staple and we want to win. So if you're going to draft a movie that we've drafted before, Like, that's okay.
I understand, but I don't want it. I just want to give it a shout out because I watched it last night, and if you said I've drafted
You
it,
wanted to
which
draft it.
I
Say that.
do, but I forgot that the Valentine's we had like a friendship love. I remember that now, and that's fair. That's fine. I don't want it. You know why? Because I'm gonna go
You did
road.
want it.
I'm gonna go.
He did.
I'm gonna.
You know you're gonna cry in the car, right?
Fuck that.
He gonna cry in the car.
We're gonna always have that. That's always gonna be ours, as we know you wanted to draft it.
Get your crybaby ass in the back or get beat. Okay, I'm gonna go road trip movie, and you guys tell me if we've drafted this or not. I know we've talked about it, and it's probably come up in a draft, but tell me, ¿Y tu mamá también? Has that been drafted?
I know you
Mm.
mentioned it. I don't know if it was a draft, but you have
You didn't
mentioned
draft it,
Mama.
but we've
Yeah.
talked about it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna take it. ¿Y tu mamá también? We talked about it a little bit before. A real incredible coming of age movie that I saw before I was coming of age. I was still young when this movie came out. Diego Luna, like I said, kind of how we're talking about Josh Brolin, seeing him young to like where he's at now.
Yeah.
Diego Luna, Gael Garcia
My mom
Bernal.
also just saw Pedro Pascal in something when he was younger,
Young.
like young boy,
Yeah.
like maybe early 20s. And she was like, he's been in the game that long? And I was like, yeah, like he really has.
Yeah. So, for this podcast, someone has to draft people of color. That kind of came out wrong. I didn't mean it that way.
Wow, what the fuck? Fuck you.
That came out the wrong way, but you know what I mean. Represent,
That was the colonizer in you right there.
Represent
I
Latin
have a freaking
culture.
alien on my list. What the hell?
Yeah. Wow, comparing Latins to aliens, tough beat. Very sensitive subject right now. Anyways, Y tu mamá también is going to be my road trip.
You are ridiculous.
Movie.
You better cut all that shit out of there.
Erica, you're up. What do you want?
Okay.
And that's all staying in. Don't worry.
I know it's tough because I want to do what I'm thinking I want to do is childhood friendships.
Okay.
There's a couple ways I could go. I'm honestly really fucking mad about not getting the Goonies. That was like the other one that I was like, if I don't get my girl, I hope I get the Goonies kind of thing. But I'm gonna take on a movie, and I don't know if we've dropped. I know that we've maybe talked about it before. Um, but I'm gonna take a movie about childhood friendships, and this is what essentially like helps them like overcome and like swap them back into their bodies. And I'm gonna go with The Hot Chick. I absolutely love this movie. I think it's
Wait, hold
absolutely
on. I just want to clarify something because I'll say that it qualifies, but I just want to
yeah.
make sure I'm understanding. Is it because they're in high school that it qualifies? Like they're kids?
Well, Anna Faris and Rachel McAdams' character have been friends like all their life.
I see. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. I'll allow
So
it.
their childhood friendship, and we're learning about this story.
Yeah.
in
But I
high
mean, it
school.
takes place like they're in high school, right? And
Yeah, they're in high
they're
school.
teens. Yeah. Okay. I'll allow it. Go ahead. Sorry. Hot chick.
Children. They're
Rob
children.
Schneider, Adrian's boy.
That is a good one.
And it's hilarious. Love it. Rob Schneider kills me. It's me, Jessica.
How do you know my name?
It's me, Jessica.
Like, shout out to Jessica. Jay Pretty, I love you. That's for you.
Oh, all the shout outs here. You guys are giving shout outs left and right here.
know.
Wow. Okay. Adrian, you
Ugh.
are up. I see you rigorously.
I'm searching. I'm searching. Okay, so I think I'm due for Tearjerker.
Yep.
Yes.
But you really took mine with the Fox and the Hound. I really was not expecting you guys to go animated with that. That was mine all day.
There's
and-
another one that's catty corner to that, but I won't mention it. That you can.
I know what movie you're talking about.
I don't know what movie you're talking about.
pick from your. But Erica, I think we've drafted this one before.
That's the problem is I'm
Yes.
seeing a lot that
Yeah,
we've already
yeah.
drafted, and I'm like,
We just
Yes,
cover,
we have.
we just cover so much. We got to expand our horizons here.
So I'm gonna throw it out there. I don't know if you guys are gonna take it or not, but we're gonna go Tearjerker, Jack. It's a Robin
Oh,
Williams movie. That is super sad where he isn't a grown ass man. He's a kid in a grown ass man's body. He like ages at a different rate than everybody else, and so he's really in the body of Robin Williams, and he's a 12-year-old boy. But the friends he develops in that, and his parents trying to get him to, be a regular kid, to just at the end die because he's, has this
spoiler alert.
disease that makes him age at a crazy rate. It's definitely a tearjerker, and I would put that out there as friendship tearjerker for sure.
All right, Jack, tearjerker solidifies my point that Robin Williams movies are often more sad than funny than comedic.
Yeah.
Though he's funny, but the themes are always heavy. All right, well,
I think it's more so unique that like he can make you laugh even if it's like a sad scenario that's happening. I
Like
think
Patch
that was
Adams.
like, I mean, look at his life, unfortunately, right? He was just such a sad human inside, but he wanted to make people laugh because he didn't want people to feel like that. So he gave you like real sad scenarios and said, "Hey, we can still maybe get some laughs out of this," you know?
when the Instagram algorithm wants to make me feel sad when I can't sleep at like 1 a.m, I get the Robin Williams and Harambe, the gorilla, when they got to meet, and they're just like so friendly with each other, and you just
It's
see
not it's not Harambe,
did I
but
get
I
the wrong?
do appreciate that.
Did I get the wrong gorilla? Which gorilla is it? Yeah, huh? Oh, you're gonna make me look it up. God damn it! And gorilla. Oh, Coco. Fucking Coco. Yeah, you're
Coco.
right.
I think it's Harambe, but
You're
that
right.
was a good guess.
All right. Yeah, you know what I mean. Coco. Yes. Rest in peace to both of them.
Oh man. Well, yeah, he makes her laugh for the first
He like
time
tells
after
her
she
to
had lost
tickle
her
her,
child.
and
Yeah.
it's just incredible.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh God, Michael, that made me laugh. Thank you.
that's well, rest in peace, Harambe too.
Yeah,
All the
RIP. No one's been
gorillas in the
alive since
past.
then.
Adrian, I hope that was enough stalling on my end here to get your next pick.
Yeah.
Or go
So
ahead.
you guys aren't gonna take my squad, so I'm gonna skip squad for now and save that for last.
We
And
already
we're
got
gonna.
squad.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay, go ahead.
And you guys still have wild cards. So
Yeah,
anyways,
go.
I'm gonna throw my wild card out there, and we're gonna go Dumb and Dumber.
Now, if I may, it's been drafted.
When?
I've drafted it. I had to have drafted it. No? Am I lying, Erica? No?
What?
Okay, take it. Fuck it. Great. Congratulations.
I don't know.
That's okay.
I thought we think we've mentioned it.
Yeah, maybe.
But I
You're
don't.
right. We haven't really talked about it. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what
Time
about
best
yeah.
friendship movie is probably Dumb and Dumber.
all-time friendship movie, Dumb and Dumber? Interesting. I was considering, instead of Y Tu Mamá También, taking Dumb and Dumber in road trip because they're on a road trip also. But there was a time, I don't remember if I mentioned this when we talked about Dumb and Dumber, but like I legit started the movie and had a little stopwatch, and like every time I laughed or there was like a smile on the brink of laugh, I would stop it. And like there was a joke, I think it averaged by the end of the movie, it had to have averaged like 8 to 12 seconds. There's like a joke or there's something funny, and now so I think that's why it's probably stood the test of time, because there's jokes you probably didn't hear from laughing the first time. When he's taking a shit, that's probably the biggest pop I've gotten in the audience as a kid that I remember. Just people fucking dying laughing. Shout out to my Uncle Marty, since we're doing shout outs. He has like this high pitched laugh when he can't control his laugh. And when and when Harry's taking a shit. I thought he was gonna have a heart attack laughing. It was fucking funny. So yeah, great pick. Great pick. Okay, so that's Dumb and Dumber and Wild Card. Erica, you have your next pick. You've got 2 left.
I am also gonna do my wild card. And I'm also gonna go animated.
Okay.
I almost took this. I think for unexpected friendships, like this goes kind of hand in hand. But I'm gonna pick Monsters Inc. I'm gonna pick Sully and Mike Wazowski because as we learn in Monsters University, they weren't the best of friends at the very beginning. But even in Monsters Inc., you kind of see how unconventional their friendship is and how they kind of navigate working together and being there for each other and all that stuff.
I feel like Monsters Inc. is oftentimes underrated. Like I know it's one of like Pixar's best movies, but I don't feel like it's
Okay.
talked about. It's not like talked about at like the level of like a Toy Story. I'd say you guys talk about Wall-E more than Monster Inc. You know, and when I say you guys, I mean even like the culture. You know what I mean? But no, Monster Inc. is a great Mike Wazowski, Sully, Boo, right? Just wait till they ruin it with the live action movie. Okay.
Did you see Lilo and Stitch? Is that why you're saying that?
Nope, refuse to watch it.
I think I'm gonna take my daughter.
Let us know. Has she seen the cartoon yet?
Yeah. She's a
Okay,
big
she
fan.
likes it.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good then because then she can see how fucked they did the live action.
Get her ready for the pod. We'll do a Lilo and Stitch episode. See what
Let's
she
go.
thinks.
She'll love that. She's all about camera and FaceTime.
My turn. You guys both took a wild card. I've got wild card and what do I have?
That's it. I think you just have one.
No, I have 2. I have wild card and unexpected, I think. Yeah. Okay, so
Oh yeah, you're third, huh?
I have the
third.
turn here. Okay, so I'm gonna go wild card because I'm just not sure on my unexpected yet. So I'll go wild card and yeah, I'm gonna go wild card and I'm gonna take Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You have a trio of friendships, one of which is like a relationship, but the relationship between Ferris and Cameron is really the force and heart behind this movie. 80s classic. It's one of those that you just have to watch. But you guys both have seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, yes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I just actually watched a video where the theory is that Ferris Bueller is living the same day over and over and over again. And
Groundhog
that's
Day.
why he's narrating the day because he knows exactly what's going to happen.
I love movies with theories like this. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I used to have, I guess you could say you still do. But I used to have the biggest crush on Sloane, Mia Sarah. She's also in Legend with my boy Tom Cruise. Wild fucking movie. But nonetheless, Ferris Bueller Day Off. I'm gonna take that in wild card. And then I have my last pick.
There's a lot that I feel like we mentioned them, but I don't know if we've actually drafted them or if we just, honorable mentions, speak about them, comparison with other movies and amazing
Yeah.
years and
Talked
stuff.
about a lot of movies.
Yeah,
I know.
We're just
Well,
doing the best we can.
I'm gonna just go with my heart here, and say this is the best R-rated, quote unquote, comic book movie. For unexpected, I'm gonna go with Logan. The relationship that Logan builds
With his daughter?
Well, it's not. Well, you know, if it were to be his daughter, he definitely didn't know about it until I don't think he ever found out about it. But Logan, I think not just that, but like you can even look at the friendship and maybe you call it parental relationship as well, but that he has with Professor Xavier. He has to take care of this old deteriorating mutant that is the most powerful mutant alive. You know, with his mind, he can just fucking send off all the nukes or whatever the case is, right? And Logan has to take care of him as well as
Second
this.
strongest mutant alive.
That's who you taking? The Phoenix?
Jean
Jean?
I'm taking the Scarlet Witch. She is a mutant.
Okay. And okay, fair enough. Oh, we don't need to get down that debate. The point is, Logan is a great movie about relationships, about the friendships that Logan has really tried to avoid the most of his life, and it all comes to a head here when he needs to take care of both an aging father figure and then a new daughter figure. So that's my pitch, Logan. Erica, last pick.
I have road trip friendships. I have two movies on here that I think that we did already draft, so I'm gonna pass on them. We'll talk about them because they just need to be talked about just because of how well they encompass a road trip movie. But I am going to take Little Miss Sunshine
Ooh, that's a
for
good
my
one.
road friendships.
Although, aren't they
Yeah.
all family?
Yes, and I'd like to highlight that because while it is a family, I think that the friendship between like the grandpa and the granddaughter, and then obviously the uncle and the nephew, the friendships that they what?
I, I'm gonna interject because I feel like you're confusing the word relationship with friendship. They have a relationship. That
No,
doesn't mean
because
that they're friends.
I'm friends with my
Uh,
cousins. They're not just my cousins.
her cousin's not in the
I
movie.
think
It's
I
all
think
uncle and mother and father and grandpa.
I think
No,
for
and a
the
nephew. There's a nephew.
Well, not a
Fine,
cousin.
I'm friends with my aunt.
I think for
Uh,
the sake of a friendship draft, including family, blood
Y'all just don't
family
like your
doesn't
family.
qualify. First of all, if we didn't give you enough leeway between last
right,
episode and this
right, right,
one,
right,
by like
right.
we gotta stop the buck at some point. Okay, so
Okay,
If
well
you were
then
to
I'm gonna
watch the
have to
last
draft a
movie, maybe you
movie.
know what friendships are.
First of all,
hey, you're
really hope
spoiling.
and pray. I'm gonna hope and pray that based on your guys' descriptions that you do not have any friendships like that.
They're
Maybe
all
one or
unique.
two.
They're all unique. They're all
Okay,
unique.
then I'm gonna have to draft a movie that we've already drafted before.
Go ahead.
So
For road trip, you're taking what?
I don't know if I
I'm gonna
want to
say I'll
do.
allow it because I genuinely like that
You
movie. I
were
think
the
it's a
one
good
who
movie.
said
I just had to
that.
point it out. I got to point it out. For people that actually
No, I
listen to the
think
pod before they vote, like they got to know that that's not really a friendship. But I
here's
like
my
the
thing.
movie and it was on it. It was good. Yeah.
There'll be an opportunity for a draft Little Miss Sunshine, so you should save it for the proper draft. I would say, because when you say friendship and you include family, granted, Logan is a little complicated, but they're not actually
Yeah,
family.
I'm like, you just
But they're
drafted
not
a
actually
father-daughter.
family, though.
Yeah, she's like a clone.
They have the same DNA.
Listen, if we want to go back, I got another movie ready. If I don't listen,
No,
I'm
no, no.
happy
We're
to.
good. We're good. I would even let her
We're
get in Little
fine.
Miss Sunshine.
Go ahead,
We're
Erica. Whatever you want. Go ahead.
I don't want Little Miss Sunshine anymore. I'm
There it
gonna be a
is.
fucking brat about it.
There it is. Okay, what are you taking?
But I am gonna draft a movie that we have already drafted before because this was gonna be one of my honorable mentions, and I feel like a road trip friendships when you are smuggling weed across the country. I feel like the friendships that you are making. And then when you have to be in witness protection program after, I feel like you got to be friends with that. So I'm gonna take We're the Millers.
Oh, that's not at all what I thought you were talking about.
They were talking
What
about
Okay.
did you
Paul.
think I was talking about?
I thought you were talking about Up in Smoke.
Oh,
I thought we were talking about Paul.
Okay, so we're
well,
the
they're
Millers.
smuggling an alien.
Right. Yeah.
He's just high all the time.
Right.
I vaguely remember when would you have drafted this, or I don't remember.
No, I thought maybe Adrian had drafted it a while ago. I know that we talked about. I know for a fact we've talked about
I've
it, but I
never
didn't
talked
know.
about it, but I think you mentioned it a few times, Erica. Like you might have mentioned it one or twice, but not. I don't think you drafted it. I think you just
I don't
mentioned
even
it.
know what draft. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
looking.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Then I'll
you're
take
good.
We're the Millers.
You're good. No worries. Okay, so you're taking We're the Millers as your last pick
Yeah.
in Road Trip. You see, no controversy there. Great pick. Good job.
I also love when they meet up with
The other family.
with Nick Offerman and Catherine Hahn's character, and they think that they're swingers, and so they're so good.
Adrian, your last pick.
I'm having a hard time here, guys, just because of Squad. There's 4 movies that I want, and I can't narrow it down. I was originally gonna go with Jackass, the movie, just because they're the Squad, and it
Okay.
makes me laugh so hard every time I watch it, nonstop. I feel like they're the ultimate Squad. But hearing Mikey try to throw Logan out there, I was like, how do we not have X-Men? X-Men are like the ultimate Squad movie, right? Like it's all Squad. But I don't know that they're all friends, so I can't really go with X-Men.
That's fair.
And then I really wanted to get Shaun of the Dead because I really like Simon Pegg. Um, and like they are a whole group trying to fight zombies, so I really dig that. And then that threw me into Zombieland, which I
But
wanted,
they're
but
not all friends either.
right. So I think I'm gonna have to stick with Jackass. I think I got to stick with Jackass for Squad goals for sure.
That's hella funny.
Yeah,
So Jackass, you're taking for
I'm
Squad.
here for it.
Jackass
I
the
feel
movie.
I think Jackass almost got drafted in the 420 draft, but it ended up
Yes.
being an honorable mention. I was looking to
Yeah.
see if we took it, but we didn't. That's a great pick. I mean, like you said, you think of Squad, it's a Squad to say the least. Okay, so Jackass in Squad. So that is everything. Honorable mentions, some movies we missed. I feel like there's going to be a bunch. I mean, there's like an
There's so
obvious
many.
there's a Thelma Louise. Nobody took that, which is like
I know.
very
I thought
much.
about taking Thelma and
Hot
Louise just for the
Fuzz,
nostalgia.
21 Jump Street, Toy
I've
Story.
drafted Hot Fuzz
I
before
see.
though,
I almost was gonna take Toy Story, but I thought we might have taken it.
for like animated draft maybe.
I'm
I
looking. I
only
don't
wanted
see it.
one
I don't think we
animated,
did.
and I was gonna go Fox and the Hound. So then I wasn't gonna throw
That
Toy
was on
Story.
my list
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Some other misses. You know, there. I think we took it in the prison movie draft, but Shawshank Redemption.
Super
The,
bad. We took in
the
another one.
the holdovers for unexpected. I know that's a me, and I think I drafted that
Sisterhood of
before.
the Traveling Pants.
Right. That's a good one.
Lilo and Stitch.
Sure.
I
Speaking
had,
of,
you know what? I had I had the animated version, but I did have that on my list.
yeah, and
I
there's
had the Avengers on my list for Squad, but then
Yeah.
kind of thing I was thinking about what you said, Adrian. They're not really friends.
Right.
They're just coworkers.
another movie. Just quick shout out. It's a little bit older. Is The Big Chill. I don't know if either of you guys have seen that, but it is very much about friends that come back together after a funeral and kind of catch up and like really examine where everyone's at in their
Oh,
lives.
Grown Ups would have been good.
Grown ups, yeah.
That could have been like a childhood friendships.
I had Tommy Boy for Road Trip, but I don't know if you know. It's
Yeah, I would have counted that.
I had Napoleon Dynamite.
sure,
Just because
That
him
would
and
have been
Pedro.
good.
yeah. There was a lot that we could have taken, but I'll do a better job next time for our draft because I do have a sheet of everything we've drafted. I've just got to be able to like catch it real quick. Like we did do the holdovers. I see that for the Christmas draft. I know we did our first draft. We took what did you try to take?
What was the first draft?
That was the Christmas one. You're trying to take something earlier. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
The
the
Grinch.
Grinch.
Oh,
You
the
took
Grinch, the Grinch,
Grinch.
the Grinch,
Yeah.
the Grinch. Yeah. Yeah, I took it. I took it in the second round, 21st century. Anyways, next time, all to say that next time I could try to keep an eye on that among everything else, or if you guys want to take a look at the sheet and also, double check, that'd be great. Nonetheless, let's do a quick recap. Adrian, you had first pick. Give us your team.
All right, I just went down the list with childhood friendships. I went Stand By Me. It's a banger. Unexpected friendships. I did How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Has previously been drafted. Go ahead.
Which right. For road trip, I did The Hangover.
Freaking time something's already been drafted, Michael. Don't you
We
freaking dare.
we just gotta let the people know. Go ahead.
Road
Sorry.
trip, I did The Hangover. Tearjerker, I did Jack, Robin Williams. Squad was my last pick, but I did Jackass, the movie, and then my wild card was Dumb and Dumber.
Fun pick. I'm kind of disappointed in myself not taking Dumb and Dumber.
And how is Dumb and Dumber? Since you're looking at the list, was it drafted before?
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, I know that.
I I really don't think it was. I know that we've talked
We've
about
talked
it, but
about
I
it,
don't
but
think anyone's drafted
yeah,
it.
no.
I'm on
So
your side, Adrian.
way to get it. No, that's fair. That was a good pick. You know, you took one that we have drafted. You took one that you didn't. Good job. Okay, Erica, what's your recap? Like, that's it. Can't wait.
Okay, well, since Adrian went down the list, I'm gonna go down the
Oh,
list
so
too.
Oh,
so
you
thoughtful.
kept
You know
track.
what? I did.
No. She's just going down the list. As you know.
And I did keep track this time. I have
shit.
little numbers,
Atta
so
girl.
suck
So tell
it. But
Erica
I'm
to
still gonna go down because that's the way Adrian did.
tell a Pisces to do something. She'll wait a month and then start doing it out of principle. Go ahead.
Just
Great
to say
job.
I did it once at least.
Great job. What do we got?
Okay, for childhood friendships, I took the hot chick. For unexpected friendships, I took E.T. Road trip friendships, I took We're the Millers. For tearjerker, I took My Girl. For
Has been
squad
drafted
friendships,
previously.
I took Mean Girls. And for my wild card, I took Monsters Inc.
Excellent picks. I have the best team though, so check this out. For squad, we took The Sandlot. For childhood friendship, we took The Goonies. It's over. For tearjerker, here comes the dagger. Fox and the Hound.
He wanted to take which one that was already drafted? Yeah, sorry. Thought I just had to mention that really quick.
Be inclusive to the culture. Road trip, I went Y tu mamá también. To go wild card and pay respect to the 80s, I went Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And unexpected, the story of unexpected friendship that Logan finds along the way in the movie Logan. Always a great time drafting with you guys. Make sure you that are listening and watching head over to our Instagram where we have our voting. You can vote on the best team. Also, if you haven't listened to our friendship movie review, that's the video that should be out just before this one. Erica's grinning because she knows what an incredible, valuable impact she gave us on that episode. It was great. And I look forward to our next episode, which we don't know what we're doing, but we're going to be introducing some fun stuff. I'm actually going to be going to Florida. So maybe we can do the Florida project. That was actually on my list also for
I've seen that.
unexpected friendship.
We're
I have
definitely
seen
gonna
that.
have to.
We've talked about that. Yeah.
We're definitely gonna have to plan some stuff out because I'll be in Scotland in a couple weeks.
That's coming
so
up.
I won't be able
That's
to
coming up.
record at all.
Scotland.
So should we do our Braveheart anniversary? That's been talked about.
Freedom.
Yeah, whatever we want to do.
Until
William
then,
Wallace.
make sure to follow us on our Jesus Christ. Agent's getting yelled at. We gotta go. We gotta wrap this up. Seen This Pod on all of our socials. Go to Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and you can find us at Seen This. Until next time, stay safe.